From WENY News, this is First Warning Weather.
And welcome back. Looking out here at the Watkins Glen Skycam. Very warm day across the region. Temperatures up in the 80s and 90s. And right now, still very warm in Corning. It's 92, 84. We just took a look in Watkins Glen. Currently 89 for Bath as well as Wellsboro. 86 towards Ithaca and Cortland, 89 in Appalachian. So very warm, but it's certainly dry out there, and it's been quite dry. But a little bit of this heat going to be retained into tonight. Lows dropping into the low and mid 60s for some, especially in Bradford County. You're looking very mild tonight. 60s more or less towards Bath and Addison. A 62 tonight in Elkland. You look at the radar, not too much happening in our area. Some light thunderstorms did roll through parts of eastern Pennsylvania and parts of downstate here right now, but for the most part, really not too much happening in our region. Just a few light clouds continue to roll in, and that's going to be the name of the game into tonight. Sky is still expected to remain mostly clear before we head into tomorrow. Decent chance of some rain and thunderstorms in the afternoon, and it'll be nice. The area is a bit parched out there, so we could certainly use a little bit of rain here as we've had quite the dry month of August. Timing it out hour by hour, what we have mainly heading into tomorrow, a calm start until we get to around the late morning and the early afternoon. This is where we start to see a decent cluster of showers with some storms pushing through parts of Steuben County into the northern tier. That's happening in the early afternoon, and a few more showers remain possible, especially to the west in the evening. So we're certainly going to be watching out for a little bit of rain at certain parts of the day, but overall, this has not been a washout by any means, but it will certainly be helpful. We look at the rainfall amounts, what we could be seeing, 1 to 2 tenths. Certainly nice amount to have there, especially since we've been very dry. Soil would have a rough time absorbing a lot of this water, so this is not an overpowering amount by any means. Will certainly be helpful because parts of Tioga County in Pennsylvania and Steuben County under the abnormally dry status. This is not drought conditions. This is one level below drought conditions. So if we can get ahead of this, certainly a good place to be. Now look at Hurricane Aaron, still a Category 5 as of the 5 o'clock advisory from the National Hurricane Center. You could see how under the southern rain bands pushing through parts of the Virgin Islands and in through parts of Puerto Rico. What we know right now based on the current outlooks, of course, in the red, the European ensembles, in yellow, the US GFS ensembles. Only seems about we got one model there trending very close to the Outer Banks, but other than that, this is still expected to push out into the Atlantic Ocean. One of the main threats, of course, being parts of Bermuda that could be impacted. So we're still looking at Category 5 strength into parts of Sunday morning before it starts to track back down into Category 4 and Category 3 strength midway through the week. As for our 5-degree guarantee, we forecast the high of 92. Unofficial high at the Elmira Corning Regional Airport is currently at 91. So another above average day before we get into the next few. Looking a little cooler, but mild tonight, 63 the low as skies looking clear and conditions looking calm. Yet into tomorrow, decent chance of some thunderstorms. Take a break on Monday. Temperatures drop into the 70s with a chance of a few storms likely to roll through Tuesday and Wednesday. But we'll be back in the 80s as soon as next weekend.